Hello, everybody, and welcome to the
Hey,
virtual
hey.
stage. Hi, I'm your host, Pam Jones, and I like to say hello to everyone who's watching, and thank you for joining in today for the virtual stage live. I am joined with my special guest today, Kelsey Cooper. Woo! Let's give it up for Kelsey. Woo!
Hello.
Hello, Kelsey. How are you today? Doing good?
Good.
Yes, yes. And she is also joined by her
Yes.
beautiful mom, Crystal. So it is such a pleasure to have all of you here today and to just gather you up. I understand that it sometimes it's hard to catch up with these teenagers and young adults when they're having a life. Isn't that right, Crystal? It is. So we're going to
That's
get
right.
right. I know. And we're going to get right into it. Congratulations to you for just raising four beautiful daughters. And I understand that Kelsey is the last of them. So you are free, huh? Kinda.
Yes. Empty nester.
Empty nester. Wow. How does that make you feel, Kelsey, that she's an empty nester?
Great. Proud, I guess.
Proud, yes. Okay, well, just from the videos and the pictures and things that I received from you and your mom, it has been an amazing journey for you. From the looks of everything, it looks as though your senior year was thriving, literally thriving, and just doing some amazing things with. Looks like you were dancing and cheering, and I guess having the regular senior year. Tell us a little bit about some of the activities you were involved in throughout your time there in high school and your senior year?
So I basically danced my freshman, sophomore. I took a break my junior year and I started back dancing my senior year.
Mhm.
And that was basically all the activities that I did in my schoolwork.
Wow. So what type of discipline does dance require in being a part of a dance team at school?
Um, you have to learn how to communicate with everyone and be respectful to those around you, especially being with a lot of girls, and being respectful to the person that's teaching you, and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah, it develops a lot of different traits in you, huh? So all of this was happening, and if I know Crystal correctly, I'm certain that this celebration was going to be one for the books with you leaving the nest, and with it being your senior year, and just making it festive for you. Crystal, what were your thoughts and feelings when the pandemic hit and they were just taking things away from the children, of course, to ensure their safety, but the whole effect of it? How did you feel and how did you shift your plans so quickly?
I'm always a preparer. We always plan ahead.
Mhm,
My concern really was Kelsey, because Kelsey is so reserved. She don't talk a lot about her
mhm,
feelings, and
mhm.
so really just trying to do my best as a parent, as a senior parent, to make sure that she had the best senior year. And so always kind of checking on her and making sure that she was okay and how she felt, because not only during the pandemic that it affected her senior year, we had a death in our family. My
Mm.
nephew passed away, her first cousin.
Oh.
And so that was a challenging time for us.
Mhm.
So I just had to keep going and keep preparing and making sure that she had one of the best senior years that she could have, during such a time as a pandemic. And so I just did what I could and was asking her, what do you want? You know,
Mm,
because what we do, we get caught up in the moment as parents,
yes.
especially
Yeah.
senior parents,
Mm-hmm.
and we think that it's best for the child. So I would just tap in with Kelsey every once in a while and ask her, what do you want? And it would hurt my feelings sometimes because I'm like, what I want, you know, she was just like, mama, I don't want that. So, but like you said, I'm a preparer, and we started preparing August of last year, you know,
Wow.
to
Yeah.
get things together. So, but yeah, I try to keep it together, my feelings, because I was kind of like, she don't want that, and I want that. So,
But yes. I see. What makes you what makes you you and pretty much reserved and not wanting a lot. What do you think attributes to that trait in you?
Um, I don't really know. I just, I'm just calm, I guess. And I'm the last child. I was basically babied my whole
Hmm.
18 years of life. So
Hmm.
I don't know. I guess I don't know.
Yes. Okay. Well, good. I mean, I tend to have a calm trait as well, but I can turn up as well too. So it just takes some. I think what really makes me turn up is bad singing. I just can't do it. I I can't do it. I go from 0 to 100 real quick. Well, Kelsey, so I see that you adapted very, very well to what was happening with you. How did you keep in touch with your friends and keep the morale and your spirits up? How did you do that?
Well, it was kind of disappointing, of course. Texting, of course, we have phones now, so we
Mhm.
can. It's going to
What are you
take two
trying to say? We live in a stone age.
seconds. Communicating with them through my phone, and just keeping in contact with them. We have social medias, we can see their pictures, all that other type of stuff. And as far as staying like um, lifted through COVID and not being able to have prom and graduation, I would say, I don't know, just reminding myself that maybe things are happening for a reason. Maybe I won't have it for a reason to keep, everyone safe and healthy and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I want to give a shout out to your mom. I got this picture from her just to commemorate your photo shoot that you did for your prom. I think
Mhm.
that was a fabulous idea to do a photo shoot for
Yes.
your prom. So I want everyone to see what type of diva would have been walking into that prom that
yes,
night. Yes, because she brought it. Tell us a
yes.
little bit about this photo shoot and the outfit and everything that everyone else in the world missed because there was no prom. Tell us a little bit about this.
Yes, so I actually do not like taking pictures. I don't like doing it. So that right there is kind of like hard, I guess.
I mean,
Um,
but look, you had Trevor Kelly. I mean, I endorse TKP photography. I mean, he did the illustrations for my children's book. He's the bomb photographer. But so you had the best photographer there, right?
yes, I did. I did. And he helped me kind of like, relax and be like, it's okay. Just take the picture.
Yeah.
And my mom, of course, too. The dress, we started making the dress, I think, in January.
Mhm.
So, it was really fun going through the process. I was just like, I don't really care how it looks. It was until the end. My mom wasn't agreeing with most of it, but I told her, this is my prom. You're gonna have to be okay with it.
And I need to say something right here because when I got the picture, I was saying that, well, if I put this on the flyer, because I absolutely fell in love with the photograph. I was like, you were absolutely beautiful. But if I put it on the flyer, some people may take it the wrong way because this is a show promoting youth and children, but the dress is absolutely beautiful. Tell us about that, Crystal.
Yeah. So Kelsey, like I said, she's reserved. She has this it is what it is type of mentality. And so when the young lady that we use to make all of our prom dresses or dresses that we use, she was like, okay, I have a good idea. So when she say it and she visioned it, I was like, okay, cool. But when we went to start putting things together and I started seeing through the dress, I was like, I don't know about that. So I was like, you can see straight through that. She was like, no, it's skin tone. So baby, I was like, I don't know about that, y'all. She was like, okay, just see it on her, and then let's see how things go. Because Kelsey was like,
Mhm.
no, mommy, I don't care what they gonna think. It's my prom. We didn't get a chance to have nothing.
Right.
So I just let her be her, and didn't care about the naysayers and what they was gonna say, because I was like, this is my child.
Yeah.
We know what we're doing. So, but
Hmm.
yeah, it was fun to
Listen,
go through it though.
baby, she was, oof, it was beautiful. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. And I know you saw some of the graduation pictures as well when in the promo. I want to make sure I put those out there too. Just, I mean, absolutely bossy, classy, just, I mean, I enjoy it. And, it's such a shame that, we weren't able to, let people see it, but these pictures absolutely captured who you are, Kelsey. So tell me a little bit about this car situation. I know on the brag sheet that your mom sent me, she was mentioning an experience with a car. Kelsey, can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, so like I mentioned, I stopped dancing. I took a break my junior year. So I started working and I said, if I really want a car, I'm gonna have to work for it. I'm 16 now. If I
Wait, you wasn't waiting for anyone to give you a car?
no.
No. Because a lot of children feel like they're entitled. The parents are supposed to buy them a car. So, but you said you need to work for your car.
Yeah.
Amen. Let's proceed.
Praise God.
Praise
So
God.
I can get a car by then. I can get a job by then. So I said, if I really want this, I'm gonna have to work for it and save up money. So I stopped dancing, saved up money, and then that's how I did it. And gas, of course. I wasn't thinking gas comes with the oil change, tires, all that other stuff. But it's worth it. At the end of the day, it's worth it.
It is. And I mean, I know, Crystal, you were absolutely proud of that process. Tell us your input on that as well.
When Kelsey put her mind to do something, she does it. And I knew
Hmm.
when she said that she wanted a car, she would save up, X amount of dollars to get her own car. Then I knew she would do it. So when the
Hmm.
time came, she had a small monthly payment that she paid on a monthly basis, and she has been consistent with that. Hasn't missed any payments. She stayed in communication with the people that sold her the car to make her payments,
Hmm.
and just she showed a lot of responsibility, and that takes a lot.
It
And
does.
kind of piggyback off of her dancing, you keep in mind that Kelsey loves dancing, so for her
Hmm.
to take off a year to work and to save up money, that's when I knew that, what, I have a child that's dedicated. I don't really have to worry about her, being
Hmm.
responsible,
Right.
especially with the team really wanted her to go up for major, the following year, because she was just that good.
Wow.
So with that being said, I really commend her and pat her on the back for that, because it takes a lot of work and dedication.
Hmm.
That's a grown up responsibility.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a
Absolutely.
lot of us don't even make our payments on
Yeah,
time. We're like, how we gonna make a
exactly.
payment and change oil and stuff? So
Exactly. Yes. So
yeah.
where did your love for dance come? I mean, you did some wonderful things. I mean, a lot of those dances that I saw, I was trying to, like, wow, they know what to move, and there's a lot of moving going on. So how did your love for dancing, your discipline and commitment for dancing, how did that bloom and grow?
So it started at the church with Miss Sherry. She was the praise dance director, and she just really helped me. I was shy at the time, of course, but she just
Mhm.
really helped me open up. And I started dancing at the church, and then I decided to try out at the school. And from there, I don't know, me and Ashley just decided to try it out, and I just started enjoying it more and more. So
It's a
yeah.
lot of work. And the good thing about that group of girls that Sherry had at the time, literally all of you went from dancing at the church to being like the bomb dilios at your schools. I mean, it was like,
Yes.
Sherry, where are the girls? Like, why aren't they coming to practice? Like, what is going on? She's like, oh yeah, they're dancing at school and got practice at school. And, so I was like, it was, rough time for us at the church, but my heart was just overjoyed that, at least 8, 9 of y'all were just doing your things and you had grown in the craft. So, what are your plans now that you are at the university that you attend? Do you plan to get into dance or try out for dance, or what is your commitment that you were doing?
So I decided to take another break.
Okay.
Not because I don't love dance. It's just I don't know. I just want to focus, make sure I focus on my education. Um, because I already have a lot of distractions with the kids that already go there, and trying to make sure that I stay on top of my work and that this is really important. It's going to determine my future.
Hmm.
Um, and dance won't always be there. I'm not saying that, you know, I can't make a living off of it, but, um, you know, so yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you're gonna
basically,
take a break, right? I'll tell
yeah.
you what, there is nothing, absolutely nothing like being a part of a family that you have just joined for your higher education.
Mhm.
I graduated from the Grambling State University in Grambling, Louisiana, and I'm very proud of that, as you know. But there's nothing like being a part of an HBCU family. So I want to commend you for making an absolutely choice of school. Not saying that she made Grambling her choice. It's up to her to say whichever school she chose. But that's a wonderful thing to choose an HBCU. What are you majoring in?
Nursing.
Why nursing?
I just always wanted to do that for like ever. I would also change like what type of nurse I would want to be. It was always a pediatric, a travel, labor and delivery is always different. I've always wanted to help people, I guess. And yeah,
So what type of nurse is it now?
um, labor and delivery.
Labor and delivery. Okay, Crystal, what do you feel about her major and how successful she will be as a nurse?
Kelsey is a caring person. So with Kelsey being a caring person, I think that's the best direction that she can actually follow.
Mm-hmm.
Labor and delivery would be awesome for her. She loved kids. As we know, she works at Children's Church at the church. And
Mm-hmm.
so she just loves being around kids. And then her niece that she has, the past couple times she's been at my house, she'll come visit. And then like, Mama, I'm going to see Callie. I'm going to
Yeah,
see her.
that's right. It's a
Like,
good
you know
auntie.
what
Good
I mean?
auntie. That's a great auntie.
So she's going to be great at what she does, and I like the fact that she's putting her education first,
Hmm.
over anything at all. Like she said, dancing is going to always be there. The education, go get it while you're young,
Yeah.
so that you can make a living. So yeah, she'll
That's
be
good.
great.
And developing the disciplines are what I see in this particular choice you've made to take a break from dance. Developing the disciplines in higher education, it's really what's going to get you through. Getting a schedule, knowing how to study, knowing when to study, what works for your body, the time of day. Just that kind of discipline that you will develop for yourself. And then, like you said, you can fit everything else around that. What is it like being on campus with COVID going on right now?
It's kind of boring, um, but it's away from home. I love my mom and everything, but I've lived with her for 18 years. It was time to get out of there. So, um, yeah, it's kind of boring, but as long as I'm around my people and also getting my work done, I guess it's kind of fun, I guess, and it's okay.
Yeah, you have the freedoms to, move about the
Yeah.
cabin. So that is awesome. Kelsey, I am so really just proud of you, Chris. I can understand why you feel like this sense of accomplishment in raising four daughters. And I see now why you're always just giving that praise up in church. When we were gathering, you were just giving it up, because you have so much to be grateful for. And well, so Kelsey, it's time for you to come to the stage. And this coming to the stage, everyone will look a little bit different. We're just going to allow Kelsey to encourage those who are pursuing hopes and pursuing dreams, and in light of what she has accomplished in her 18 years, just lay some foundation to encourage everybody. So, Kelsey, go ahead and come to the stage with your encouragement, and we're ready for that.
Yes, so I would say to like generally everyone, if you want to do something, you do it, you go for it. You set your boundaries and everything. Just set your goals. Everyone has a goal. You're going to go through things trying to get to your goal, but that's okay. And get people that really, really love you and will support you throughout anything that you want to do so that you can make it to the top or to where you want to be in life. So I would just say that to almost everyone. And yeah, enjoy life.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So, Kelsey, tell us a little bit about, and we're going to wrap it up, but you mentioned something when we spoke before about mental health and ensuring that we are very, and it's kind of weird to hear someone that's 18 talk about mental health, because I know a lot of us who are older, we're thinking, oh, we spent a lot of our life putting other people, before us. Now it's time for us to do me or take care of myself. So that's kind of been a theme of some people, although I've always had me time and taking care of myself. But anyway, but I want you to speak to that, in your age group. What does mental health or, taking care of yourself mentally mean in your age group?
Yes, so I don't think a lot of people in my age group really talk about their feelings and how they're mentally doing. We don't really get to talk about that, whether it's because people aren't listening or they don't want to say anything. But I would just say if you are going through something mentally, I would say, again, get people that support you and really love you and talk to them, because it is really, really important if you're going to want to have a really great life, because people really do care for you. Um, and I would say spend time with yourself,
Right.
get to know yourself, um, personally, get to know yourself. And yeah, I would just
Yeah,
say get people to support you.
that's awesome. Crystal, what is it like having a daughter who is to themselves and internalize a lot? How do you parent that type of child?
It's tough. I'm gonna be honest with you. It really is
Mhm.
tough. You have to ask questions, and honestly, people think that when kids get older, it's easier, but it's not. It's a little bit more difficult, and I say that because you have, with having four daughters, each one of them have different personalities.
Mhm.
Have to go in and you have to check in and tap in, and they taught me this, and they're still teaching me. To be a mother, because they
Mhm.
change over time. And like
Yes.
Kelsey said, um, and Kelsey, I'm gonna say this, and I know you won't have a problem, but Kelsey dealt with um, insecurities within herself,
Mhm.
because of
Yeah.
how kids treat them at school and how they
Yeah.
talk about them. And
Mhm.
Kelsey is that stripped down, no makeup type of chick,
Yeah.
just go and see
Natural.
something. Yeah,
Yes,
just
Kelsey.
natural.
Me too, girl. Me too.
So she had issues when kids would say something to her, and so I didn't tap in because I didn't know what
Right.
was going on. I'm thinking when they come home, hey, how was your day? Oh, my day was good. And so she was teaching me, mental. She was telling me African American families don't believe in counselors or don't deal with the mental
True.
health of their
True.
kids.
Yeah.
And so, with that
Mhm.
being said, I'm still learning as a parent, and I love it because I'm finding out more through them. And
Yeah.
dealing with Kelsey, especially because, like I said, she's my last child, and she think about things before she do it, and she make me think differently. So with that being said, I'm still learning, but
Mhm.
at the same time, I'm loving it. I'm loving seeing her blossom into the young lady she's been, and I have to pat myself on the back because I have to give myself credit for guiding her and having that support system. And I made sure that I surrounded them with a great support system that they can go talk to whenever she
Right.
can't talk to me. And
Mhm.
I'm okay with that,
Yeah.
because if it's something
Yeah.
serious, they're going to come back and they're going to make sure they tell me, hey, Crystal, check on her and see how she's doing.
Right. And that's good. And Kelsey, listen, I'm the same way. I mean, and even today, What you see is what you get, and it's beautiful to me. It's beautiful to me. You know what I'm saying? So I have to really, really take that into consideration because my sisters, of course, all three of them are just beauty queens, and I'm just the total opposite. You know, you won't see a lot of makeup, you won't see a lot of things, but it's the same type of beautiful. And so I really applaud you for being the young woman that you have grown up to be. We are rooting for you. We know for sure that your future is bright and move forward and become the type of nurse you want to become. Take the breaks you need, take the me time you need. Do all the things that you want to do. And I'm going to put this here, continue being the most awesome auntie because there's nothing like having a niece and being there for her and growing her up to see you and all the your other sisters, so they're able to see all types of beautiful Black women, and not to mention the queen herself, Crystal. So yes. Thank you so much for coming to the virtual stage live. I am honored to have you, and I'll be watching you and supporting you in all that you do. Krista, do you have anything you want to say before you leave, or Kelsey?
I would say on my end, Kelsey, did you have something to say? I'm sorry.
No.
Okay, I would say, parents, make sure that we're supporting our kids.
Yeah.
In a time of such, making sure that you reach out to them and check on them, have conversations with them, because in a time like this during a pandemic, it's hard. We're all going through something, from being adults to kids. We're all going through something. Make sure you cover your kids and pray over them more than
Amen.
anything.
Amen.
Make
Amen.
sure that you get that support system to step in whenever you can't. I'm not going to always be at PV to check on them, but I know some people that does live in the area. Hey,
Right.
check on my kids,
Right. Hmm.
making sure that you call people. Hey, pray for my kids too, but parents, just make sure you're checking on your kids and tap in. We're never too old to learn anything new from our kids. They can teach us as well too.
Amen. And I am just amazed at what God is doing and will do in your life. We got our good eye on you, Kelsey. The village is watching you. They are watching you. And I want to thank all of you for joining us tonight. We'll be here again on next Sunday. Our guest will be Hannah, Haley, and Holden Taylor.
Kelsey, girl,
My
yes.
baby.
Yeah, there's your babies. Yes. So we will have all three of them. We'll have the whole gang
Love it.
next Sunday. So we plan to have a good time. Thank you for being a part. I love you all so much. Okay.
You too.
All right, then y'all take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye bye.